This is a presentation of the property inspection report for 13965 Tahoe Lane, Frisco. I've just noticed here we've actually misspelled Tahoe. Overall, the property's in very good condition, nicely built, very little issues to raise with you. We're just going to step through the report and cover some important items for you once you move in. The foundation is post-tension cable foundation, and as such you've got an irrigation system that goes all the way around the foundation that is intended to keep the foundation from moving. You should make sure that you run the irrigation system as per the advice from your builder. The foundation itself is in good condition, there's no issues around it at the moment, and you'll find there's a video showing you the foundation inspection. The grading around the building is in good condition, it drains well, it slopes in the way that we want to see it, and there are a number of shrubs and things around the building, but not too many. Remember, going forward, don't plant big trees near your building, it doesn't help. It can cause a lot of damage to foundation with the root system. The covering of the roof is good, in good condition. I inspected it from the ground using a telephoto lens camera and a camera on a long extension that allows me to go up and look at roof level without actually going up a ladder. Now, at the front elevation there is a gutter downpipe. It's draining over the roof, and this is going to lead to damage in the future. What you should have installed is a gutter downpipe from here that takes the water to the gutter. This diverter that's here is not really useful, because down in this corner here it's going to trap debris, and that will lead to further damage to the roof. In the report there's an explanation of why you shouldn't have gutters assembled in this way, just so that you can talk to your builder about it. The diverter I've noted particularly, here's a picture of it. This diverter here is going to trap debris in this corner, and it will rot the roofing, and that's going to be quite an expensive repair in 8 to 10 years time. Overall though, roof is in good condition, it's caulked correctly, it's assembled correctly, it's a good roof. The attic structure is fine. We have attic ventilation, which is adequate. We have soffit vents and exhaust ports, and there's a radiant barrier which is going to greatly reduce the temperature of the attic in summer and save you on your bills. Now, one of the walls whenever you see a steel lintel, here's a picture of a steel lintel here, wherever you see a steel lintel you should have weep holes over the top of them, and this particular one doesn't have. There should be weep holes installed there. It just helps them dry out so they don't rust. The walls themselves are way around the building, there are no cracks, indicates there's no movement in the foundation, and that's a good thing. Going forward you may see cracks appear in the house. If you do, look at the windows on the outside, there's cracks around there. If you've got a problem, you can either call me or call a structural engineer to get an opinion. The ceilings and floors are in good condition, there are no cracks anywhere, doors open and close correctly, and the weather seals are fitted to all the doors. Windows open and close and lock, and the caulking goes around all the windows outside, so that's in good order. The fireplace should have a combustion air vent, and from what I can determine it doesn't. I've looked all over for this event and I can't find it. I recommend you ask the builder to identify where the combustion air vent is for the fireplace. The electrical panel checked out well, nothing wrong with that, all looks good. Heating is fine, all assembled correctly, all looks very good. Cooling is good. We actually got an average drop of 15 degrees across the whole of the building, so that's a good measure to have, not bad at all. The plumbing supply is good. You've got 80 pounds per square inch of water pressure. The cut-off valve is in your front yard, and the meter is at the curb. The drains and waste vents, and those ran perfectly, although I didn't actually use a camera sewer cam under the foundation to check the pipes there or running down to the city. That should have been done already, as it's in Frisco, it's mandated by the city. You might ask the builder whether or not the sewers have been videoed, as is required by the city. The outlets for the sewer, or the clear outs, are in the front yard. This one is the city sewer, it runs in this direction. This one is the one that's under the house, it runs back under the house. The vent hood on the water heater requires securing with metal screws. Here's an illustration of it. These little legs here should be secured using metal screws, stop them moving. As it is at the moment, it could move, and if it did, you're going to get flue gases going into the garage, and you don't want that. Everything ran well as far as the appliance is concerned. The only issue was with the food disposal. There is metal debris, as far as I can determine, inside the food disposal. It will damage it. I'm not going to run it, and I don't recommend you run it. There is a video, and you can hear in the video the sound it's making. I recommend that's fixed as soon as possible. So in summary, the house is in very good order. There are one or two small things that need taking care of, but other than that, it's good to go.